Really don't want to put this at number 16. But we have TIA Bankfield. I really have to put this at number 16, even if I don't. I really like this stadium, but I've been to it once, but it's just not as good as the other stadiums. I love going here though, but I don't know what to say.
I got 0 friends.
Number 15, Cleveland Browns Stadium. Don't get me wrong, I like this stadium, but still the same as the Jaguars. Still not as good as the other ones. But the Browns and the Bengals, they both have very similar stadiums. Yeah, I thought this was I looked up Cleveland Browns Stadium. I thought this was the Bengals Stadium for a second because they just look a lot alike. So, but I think just the Bengals Stadium is a little bit better. I mean, pretty similar if you ask me. At number 14, we have Hard Rock Stadium. I really like this stadium, especially the outside, but their inside is, it's not as good. Obviously, they don't have the best crowds. Don't tell anybody I said this, but especially Miami. But still, their stadium's pretty good. Their outside is really cool. The big outside square kind of looks like a geometry dash guy, but just without the inside. But this one, I think, deserves number 14. At number 13, we have a Cruiser Stadium. This one, you're probably just like, man, the only cool thing about this is the background. Holy cow, is the city cool in the background. But you just say that, but I mean the stadium is still pretty good though. And then obviously one thing that bumps it up is that background. But still, the stadium's still pretty good. I like the upper deck. I like where the scoreboard is. But I think they're just a tiny bit better than the Dolphins Stadium, both in the ACC technically. So obviously you're probably, well, I put Hard Rock better in the ACC, but I think for the NFL, this one might be a more realistic one, so I'm putting it higher.
I just got off the phone with the girl.
At number 12, we have Paycor Stadium. Now, this one I said was a little bit better than the Browns. And I put 2 teams after the Browns that weren't the Bengals. But I kind of didn't mean the whole stadium. I just meant the upper deck. Because all the other stadium is a little bit cooler than the Browns. But still, I like this stadium. And I like how they have that big curve, like in one of the end zones. That's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Oregon Stadium. And I love like the top of the upper decks, you know, the little roof thing. Not really a roof, but technically it's a roof. Something today is going on that's weird. At number 11, we have Highmark Stadium. This one I like just a little bit better than the other ones. Obviously, it's like you probably think that the Bengals one might be a little bit cooler. One thing that upgrades this one is because I just really love blue and red together. I'm just going to say that. I like where the upper deck is. I like where they have the scoreboard too. And this one's just a pretty solid stadium. At number 10, we have Nissan Stadium. And one of the biggest reasons it's at number 10 is literally because, I mean, their upper deck is sick. Their upper deck is very sick. And obviously, with the red and blue with the white. And their stadium is just really cool. I love where the scoreboard is. And let's see. I'm thinking. So according to that, we have 9 more stadiums to go. and our top 6 are pretty crazy. At number 9, we have M&T Stadium. This one really reminds me of Kyle Field. The way the upper deck is, obviously not very close to how big it is. It's pretty big, but just lots less amount of seats to it. But this one I really like, especially the inside. The outside's pretty good too, and it's a very solid NFL stadium. So when we get into our top 6, obviously, I said this before, but they're gonna get crazy. At number 8, we have Gillette Stadium. This one I really like where the upper deck is. It's a very nice football stadium. This one, obviously, number 8, it looks pretty good. You probably are like, bro, this looks like a number 1 stadium. Well, if you don't know the NFL, just look at the other stadiums that are going to be next. At number 7, we have MetLife Stadium. Now, this one's just always been a really good stadium. I love the inside. The outside's pretty mid. But this stadium, we already went through with the NFC because of the Giants. That just makes no sense. Like, why does teams like the Giants and the Jets play in the same stadium, but they're not in the same division? Same with the Rams and the Chargers. Like, why do they do that? Because I had to show the same stadiums in the last video. At number 6, we have NRG Stadium. We will show the outside later, but still, the inside's very cool. I really love the inside. And I remember on TV watching their mascot on a zip line rolling around the stadium and then dropping immediately. That was pretty sick. Overall, a pretty nice stadium. At number 5, we have Arrowhead Stadium. Now, this one is one of the 2 in the top 6 that aren't domes, but still, stadiums without domes can still be pretty nice. I really love this stadium, especially the upper deck, and I love that little scoreboard, how it's a little circle. This one's just such a cool stadium, and especially from the outside. If you watch this on a Monday night, the Chiefs crowd will go crazy, and it's a beautiful stadium. At number 4, we have Lucas Oil Stadium. I really love this stadium a lot. I love where the upper decks are. I really love how they have that big window. I like how they have those little side scoreboards that some other NFL stadiums do. But this one's just such a cool stadium. At number 3, we have Mile High Stadium. I really love this one, especially the outside. I really love the upper decks. Mile High, well, you made absolutely a masterpiece for a non-dome stadium. This one's just always been such a cool stadium. It's really nice. It's a pretty old stadium though, but still, it's a very good stadium. Might get a lot of hate for this not being number 1, but we have SoFi Stadium at number 2. You're probably like, bro, how is this not number 1? Well, I just like number 1 a little bit better, especially the outside. But this one's obviously a great stadium. I already went through it in the last NFL video. But obviously just such a cool stadium inside and outside. At number 1, we have Allegiant Stadium. This one is so cool. I really just love everything about this one. I love the design. I love the upper deck. This one's just always been my favorite NFL stadium. Still might get a lot of hate since SoFi is not better than this. But this is my number one stadium in the whole entire NFL. Not just the AFC, the whole entire NFL. I love this stadium so much. And this one's just such a sick stadium. And we're about to show the outside now.